Dang it. Okay, well, they know the date. So, yeah, so we were working on the Sunday night thing, and not a lot of people were coming on the call. So what we're going to do is just kind of piggyback from Austin's Tuesday night call. He has a Tuesday night 8:30 call, so we can hop on this right after that. So hopefully we'll kind of all be in the mindset of training, and then we can round out the evening, and you guys can go about your business. Hey, Tabitha. So, okay, so I think, make sure I got everybody's line muted here. Mute all. Okay. So, all right, so the way we wanted to just kick off tonight, we wanted to direct everyone to the Winemate Brigade training website that we've created. But first, we just wanted to touch on, I guess more of the theme tonight is utilizing your resources that are available to you. So, using those scripts that are available to you on the Wine Warriors page and on our training website that we created for you. Oh, can you not hear me? Oh, you can hear me? Okay, just let me know if you can't, because sometimes
I can. It's like very, and I don't know if I show a strong internet connection, but it's like, it's very garbled, and you kind of like freeze, and then it goes and stops. And I don't know if I don't know if it's just my connection.
I hear it fine.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Well, just let me know if I do freeze up, because I know sometimes it does happen to people. So thank you. Let me know if it does, though. So, utilizing the resources that we have, the training that, that Austin's created for us with the risingstartraining.com, you guys need to be checking those websites out, because there's a lot of resources that have been created for you that cost a lot of money for people to get outside of being a part of this business. So we really need to be utilizing those things. So, what we created for you guys, though, is, and most of you on here should have already visited this website, but tonight I just wanted to walk us through what this Winemate Brigade training website is. It's different than the Facebook page that we've got going on here. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and then you guys can kind of see what it is that I'm talking about, especially all of our new people. So you guys can kind of see like our all my windows I have open there. Okay, so this is the Winemate Brigade training website. So winematebrigade.com, you guys should all have this saved in like a bookmark or on your tablets, on your phone and stuff, because this is going to be already available.
It's also pinned to the top of the Facebook page.
Yeah, if you guys have been wondering, sorry, I think I made it go away. Sorry. If you guys have been wondering what the heck that is that's been pinned to the top of the Facebook page, that's this. So all you have to do is go to the winematebrigade.com site. You need to sign up if you haven't already signed up. But all you have to do is just create your email and a password. Is it really not going to let me do that? Oh my gosh. I redid my computer stuff, so. I think damn it. One second. Oh my gosh. Does this lock us out or anything, Kelly? Let's see, what was it? Oh yeah. There we go. Okay. All right, I need to fix my thing so I can see you guys. I can't see you guys. Oh well. Okay, so when you go to this page, super simple. Kelly did an awesome job setting this up for us. You have your home page, getting started. So all of our new people that are going to be listening to this recording, hey guys, next time I want to see you on this call. But this resource is dynamite for you, because this is going to start you from the beginning to where you need to be after a week or so. a couple weeks of getting started, depending on like what pace, you or, you guys or your downlines are working. All these resources are right here for you. So if you have nothing else that you are comfortable, like at this time, like sending your downlines, like they need to be here. So, I don't want you guys super stressing about like having a perfect, welcome email and all that kind of stuff. We need to be getting our people plugged in immediately. So this is a perfect place that's already created for you guys. So send them here. And then you can check up with them in a couple of days. Hey, did you check out the risingstartraining.com? Did you download the Direct Sellers app? Things that can be overwhelming to people right at the beginning. This gives them kind of a way to work through it, write all the numbers down at their own pace, and they're not being overwhelmed. So all of that is right there. You guys need to all be paying attention and having all of these numbers listed in your phones and things, so we can have this information ready for our downline. If, for instance, they are panicking 5 minutes before a call, and they're like, "Oh no, what's the number?" And you're like, "Oh my goodness, you should already have it." Don't get mad at people. Just be helpful, and then we can talk about making sure we all have that stuff saved, and we can revisit that later. But just make sure you guys have all this stuff saved in your phones. And I think somebody said my number was not correct, but actually I think 903. No, that's right. Okay. So yeah, Kelly and I's numbers are here. Save our numbers. Another really, really important thing I want you guys to start using, a really great tool. Kelly and I both have our calendars completely synced to this website. So when we've referred to you guys before, hey, go to the scheduler and on our training website and book our calls, all you have to do is go right there. It says call booking, and you can schedule a call with one of us. Our schedules are right there. So, we don't mind if you guys message us on, Facebook or call us or text us or whatever. That's totally fine. But I think it'd be a lot easier as our team is exploding, as you guys can already tell. Go to our website here, go to the calendar and book it. Because that'll also notify us. And I've touched on this before in other calls of just the courtesy of if someone cancels. And so I'm not going to get into all that right now. But this is where, you go and you book that call. So like I said, I can't see you guys because my settings are all weird. But now I can. Do you guys have any questions so far on all that? I mean, it's really self-explanatory, but I want you guys to be navigating through this with, you as leaders, and then also for your downlines, because our goal is, of course, to explode and to make this team the best, biggest team that we possibly can. But we also need to have all of our leaders leading on the with the boots on the ground. You guys need to be making sure you're funneling people to the right information, and this is right. So just make sure you guys are going there.
Can I just pop in really quick?
Yeah.
Now, since we're talking briefly about giving people the right information, guys, there is no reason right now. If our team ends up becoming a team of 3,000, then maybe you want to make your own group. But right now, there is really no reason for you guys to make your own Facebook group. It's just more work for you guys. All we're doing is taking the information from Wine Warriors and from Austin's even bigger group and funneling it down to you guys, because everything that's in that other group kind of gets lost in the shuffle. There's a lot of negativity sometimes in there. So we really created this group to just funnel the appropriate information. So feel free to think of this group as your own. Once you start growing your downline, take initiative, take leadership. Andrea earlier this week, she did that training on Google Streak. If there's something that you feel is pertinent and something that you feel you have to share with the group, own this group. This is your group as much as it is our group. We're not dictators here. This is
right.
North Korea. So the end.
Yeah, thank goodness, right? That's good news.
Yeah.
Wait, cheers to that. Woo!
Yeah, no public executions here. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it like this so I can actually see you guys. Eventually I'll figure out all these crazy, wacky Zoom settings. I don't know why they always go crazy on my computer. Okay, so yes, Kelly, I'm actually really, really glad that you brought that up. That would have slipped my mind because actually I had a big conversation with Trey about this when on Sunday in Vegas, whenever we were all just like sitting around waiting for our red eye flights, and he was so passionate about this topic because there's such a huge impact in numbers. And, when we're in a duplicatable business like this, we need to be supporting each other and duplicating support on one page. So, and I mentioned to him, I was like, what we have going on here. And, of course, like he was like, that's awesome what you guys are doing. And of course he like boosted my ego. But the way we're doing that, we're not producing any new information we're pointing out things that like, whatever's on our mind for the day. Like I found, and we all need to be in personal development. I'm not going to get into that too much, but I've been kind of just searching for some different things that motivate me, and just happened the past couple of days I found a couple good different YouTube things. But share stuff like that on the page. Like get plugged in, because the more you're plugged in, the more you're supporting the people on your team. That's going to start infiltrating your downline, and people are going to feel that overwhelming sense of support, which they should already be feeling that, but like there's some sort of energy that starts to happen whenever a group is collective and it's working as a cohesive unit. So like if we have all these subparts, I get that, you guys want to have your own identities as your business, but like this is a support pillar of the Wine Warriors team. So we're not trying to do anything separate, but this is also where we need to be supporting each other. So we don't want to be breaking off too much here. So we might get into that a little bit later. I'm so glad you brought that up. Thank you, Kelly. Another really important thing that is on here, you guys, oh my gosh, the scripts, okay? This is like a bad word, I know, in some of our like previous experiences with businesses. Using a script is like can be considered unauthentic or not genuine, or that kind of stuff. But you're not going to be, when you hear Trey and all these other people say copy paste, yes, copy paste, but make it your own. So don't just like copy this and then like leave all the stuff there and then not fill in the blanks and stuff. Like really, I'm not just being silly. Like that's happening, and people are getting the same messages from people multiple times, and that's not a good deal. So make sure you're making these things your own. Again, as we've mentioned in previous trainings, Facebook's smart, you guys. They're really, really, really smart. Their algorithms are brilliant, so they can pick up on if you're copying other people's material as well. So like dig down deep to like your English years of high school and college, when you have to make all the work your own, and be authentic with your not plagiarizing, things like that. But you also want to build your brand, as Kelly talks about a lot. Like you guys have to be uber aware all the time of what you're doing with your brands. And so like if you're just copying and pasting, what if someone's mutual friends with whoever you're copying material from? Like just be cognizant of that. But more importantly, when you're having these conversations, you don't have to come up with everything on your own, because like, again, this is duplicatable. So we need to be utilizing these scripts that we've got. So you're going to see different setups of these, like script lineups, if you will. Like, the conversation goes this way or that way, or, you wait for the response and things. But we've given you the tools here to go from one point to the next and work your way through the conversation. You should never go from like beginning to the end and skips all the steps in between, because you're going to be calling one of us and you're going to be upset. You're going to make mistakes. You guys all know this as leaders on this team that are on this call, and people that are, really, trying to, really connect with folks. Like, get to know people. Like then the scripts are going to work a little bit more in your favor, because they're going to actually be able to follow along with what you're saying. They're not going to be like caught out of left field. Like what? Like, what are they talking about? But these have guided you the right way. So utilize these scripts. Okay. So if your downline is contacting you and they're wondering what the heck they need to say in this environment, like this person in this situation, they'll give you the scenario. I don't want you guys to feel like you're being rude if you turn them to this resource. Be like, hey, did you check the winematebrigade.com website? And they're gonna be like, what? Or they might be like, actually, yes, but it didn't quite work. And then you'd be like, okay, well, then it's a learning moment, right? So then you're not having to do everything for them, and they're actually learning. And then, shocker, then they're going to be able to teach their people, which is what we want. Like, we want you guys to be like such an awesome environment for learning. So, make sure that you're guiding them here, and let them find the answers for themselves, and then go from there. We keep this up to date as well. Let's see. You have the training videos here, the compensation. So this is also a great thing. You can copy and paste this. This is where you can send people the compensation plan. What? We had it available this whole time? Yes. So information about the club. All of this is also in your back office, you guys. So like, I mean, this isn't, again, we're not like just like Kelly didn't like make her fingers bleed by making this like all these videos on her own. Like this is stuff that is already given to us. So we're just transferring it here to a different platform. So it's all, in one hub of, place for you guys. So there's add-ons that we put in here that Kelly, thought would be important as far as marketing goes. And this is constantly like, she's adding and taking away once like things are on there for a little while, and, adding in things that come about. Like there's, trainings that come out like every day. So we're not going to be like blasting this thing all the time, because that's, we want to let you guys have a chance to learn from them. But, and then also,
we also have a YouTube channel too that Lauren has been uploading all of our Zooms onto.
Yeah. Same thing. It's the Winemate Brigade YouTube channel. Just that's all it is. So here's all this information. So more importantly, like I think I really just wanted to reiterate to you guys, like you need to be passing this along. So make sure you know all the information here on this training website. You're going to be seeing the same stuff. Like you probably see the same stuff flowing through the Wine Warrior page, same stuff floating through the Team MVP Austin's page. So again, if you get sick of seeing it, that's okay, because we're just duplicating. So we're not like reinventing the wheel here. So utilize this stuff, like send it to people. Just go right here, copy and paste it, and send it to, like, if someone's curious about, back up here, like the comp plan, you just share it. That's all you gotta do. So that link I clicked on before for booking the calls, it's just a sublink of this. So this is the actual tab for that. So I won't revisit that right now. Again, this is how awesome Kelly is. Look what she did. She's given you some social media resources here for graphics. And actually, there was a couple that Trey mentioned in his little live video this morning. I don't know if you guys have used this one. It's the Pixar, and the other one was Snapseed. Have you guys used either one of those? He seems...
Those are more for editing photos than anything else, especially Snapseed.
Yeah, for editing, for photo. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he said that you can do like all the different fonts and stuff and like make it fun. But he just touched on that briefly. So those were two. But these are ones that I know that I use Canva all the time now. Like I used it on my desktop only before, and now I like have it on my phone and stuff too, which is super frustrating whenever you're trying to like get the details just right. But no, it's nice to have all those things like at your fingertips. But utilize these graphics that have been made. If you have any ideas for graphics, or if you guys have some, like send them our way. By all means, again, like I'm sure, I would love to see something, you guys come up with. Kelly would love to, like, I'm sure, like, keep this fresh. And like, she's got a lot of things she's doing too, guys. So like, if there's something that like you guys want to add on, and we're more than welcome, or more than willing to hear what you guys have for resources or for graphics. Also the same thing, transitioning over to personal development. If there is a book that you guys have read, or a podcast or something like that that you feel would be useful for the team, like let us know. It's not a huge deal like for us to be adding and taking away from this website. So that's you guys, that's really what I wanted to touch on tonight. You can copy and paste anything here. So I think I skipped over. Yes, I did. Sorry. The FAQs. Holy cow. frequently asked questions. For those of you that may not know what FAQ is, believe it or not, there's a lot of like abbreviations and acronyms and all that fun stuff that like I feel smart now that I know, but I really wasn't paying a lot of attention to all that stuff whenever I wasn't a military spouse. So extra information. I've heard several of you guys ask about, not necessarily anyone on this call, but it's a question a lot of new people will ask, and that's great. But what states can we not ship to? We're going to keep this up to date for you. So if you guys have any questions on that, and for some reason, like, try to check this first and then get a hold of us. Because again, like, it's really going to help you all if like you can kind of find these answers out for yourself first. Yeah, I'm not going to read through all these, but guys, this is like packed with, and again, she sends you back to the tabs within these different sections. So it's super user friendly. So yeah. All right. What are questions, or do we not have any questions? Is this something have you guys all been on here? I won't be mad at you if you say no. Oh, really? Good. Kelly, have you been on here? No, sure.
Once or twice.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I just saw the baby. I had my screen all. Oh my gosh. Okay. I got to switch this around. I don't want to. This is so painful for you guys to watch me like struggle through freaking Zoom. I know it is. I'm sorry. See, look I already messed it up.
So while Lauren is doing that, I know that we've touched on this before, but I just want to touch on it again. Lauren and I do not have a direct seller's crystal ball that gives us any specific information that is like, like we don't get any insider information. We get the information at the same time that you guys do. So if you don't know it, look for the answer first. If you can't find the answer, definitely come to us. But we are not Gandalf or Dumbledore or Harry Potter. So yeah, that's kind of my whole spiel. And guys, if you have a downline and if they're not on these calls and if they're like complaining about not doing anything and they haven't been on any of these calls, any of Wine Warriors calls, or any calls at all, then like that should be their first thing. We are going to start doing some like accountability stuff this week that I encourage you to get involved with and all of your downline. But guys, like, I don't know if you follow Nina Moore. She is I think she's one of the top 5 income earners in the company. She's a badass. But she actually did a live this morning about like how if you are not getting like your motivation and like your energy from the source, then like that's your problem basically. She referred to the Matrix and she was like, like the Matrix, like they get their energy from the main power source. Like if you're not getting your energy, like not even from this, like if you're not getting your energy from Wine Warriors, if you're not hopping on these calls, like you're just screwing yourself over because you can't spend your time around people that aren't doing it. You need to spend your time around Austin, Derek, Sherry, like these people that are out there like killing it, that have like, Derek and Sherry have 3,500 people in their downline. They started in September or October. Like, listen to them. They might not have like your marketing style might not be the same, and that's totally fine. But be around them because they're pumped and they're happy to be here. And just guys, like get excited. Like this is a freaking awesome opportunity. I don't care if you signed up 1 person or if you signed up 40 people. Like it's an awesome opportunity. It's still an awesome opportunity. There's still less than 10,000 people in the entire company. Like for real. Get excited, guys. I'm excited. I just got a case of wine yesterday.
Yay!
And I don't have any tasting scheduled, so it's just mine.
Well, do you guys have any questions for us or anything that you want to add on? Again, we want this to be really interactive. We don't want it to be like the Kelly and Lauren show. I mean, I know we're super entertaining folks, but you know, we really want you guys to feel like you are a part of this, because you are. Like you know, Kelly and I have tons of ideas, but we can't execute any of them if we don't have like the support of you guys. And like, you know, if you're not, if all the information we're funneling to you is stopping at you, because that's like, I mean, you guys are awesome and all, but like, I mean, we don't want you to hold all the information for yourselves. Like, you guys need to be dispersing that to your people. So yeah, like, let's see how that works. Like, give it a try. Like, let us know if you have any questions. And Craig,
like if you have a breakthrough of something that like is working for you, then share it. One thing that I've been doing differently is, instead of hopping right on the phone with people, I've been sending them a video like of an opportunity call before I hop on the phone, which kind of pre-qualifies them and saves you a lot of talking. So if that's something that you guys haven't been doing, it's something that's talked about. I think Ray Higdon and probably Eric Worre both talk about it. If I send you this video, would you watch it and let me know what you think? Okay. When do you think you'll have a chance to watch it by? You know, okay, like I'll be able to watch it tonight. Okay, so if I talk to you tomorrow morning, you'll have watched the video by then. Yes? And then, you know, you send them the video, shows them that you're busy. Tabitha, I know you like need to go to bed. I see you over there yawning. Tabitha's like, I'm never going to sleep. I have a newborn. No, like guys, like it saved me a lot of work. It's been really like, people then are able to ask the questions that they need to ask, instead of you explaining it to them and then having to follow back up with them and then be like, wait, so what was this again that you talked about? It's a video, it's more interactive, they can look at it, they don't look at it. And if you talk to them and you say, hey, have you had a chance to check out this video? And they say no, say, okay, well, when do you think that you'll have a chance to check it out? Don't engage with them if they haven't had a chance to watch it. Your time is important. Austin talks a lot about posture. Like, if people haven't had a chance to watch the video, then I'm not interested in talking to them, because they're obviously not interested in the opportunity. So
what video are you sending, Kelly?
So right now I'm sending, like, it depends on the person. Sometimes I send them Trey's video. Sometimes I send them Derek and Sherry's video. I have one video that like I just did that I'm only sending to like a few people, but mostly it's either Derek and Sherry's or Trey's video, depending. Like, if they used to be in Beachbody, I usually send them Trey's video, because, you know, everybody knows Trey.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the audience. And Lauren and I we did a video. We need to redo it, because there were some changes, I think, since we did it. So.
Well, the number in our team definitely has like increased a lot. What? Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, like, send people videos. Like, don't reinvent the wheel. Don't think that you can do it better. Because I spent the first month thinking that I could do it better, and guess what? I didn't sign up anyone. So, and then I started using the system, and then I signed up like a lot of people. So guys, like, you don't have to cold message people if you don't feel comfortable cold messaging people. I know that, you know, I don't really cold message people. I still use attraction marketing, but it doesn't mean that you don't, like, you can talk to people and let wine come up in the conversation, you know? And then once wine does come up in the conversation, go to the scripts. Like, you know, you don't need to be messaging 500 people a day if that's not your style. It's not my style, but if that's going to work for you, then go and message 500 people.
Craig, did you have something that you're going to say?
Yeah, I was just going to say about Jerry Greenfield. I know we don't have to be wine experts, but we do need to know the lingo, and we need to know kind of what we're talking about. We're kind of looked at as an expert, although in our eyes we're not, and I don't think we really have to be. But I've learned a lot. I've watched every one of his videos. I've got his book. I mean, he's the man when it comes to wine knowledge. And so I would just encourage everybody, you know, to you know, if you haven't watched the videos, watch them, get the lingo down. I learned, did y'all see the Derek and Sherry's video about how to decant wine in 20 seconds?
Oh, yeah.
They put it in the blender, and it was awesome. She says, but make sure you clean the blender really well first. And it worked.
You can even, they actually have hand blenders that you can use for that.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, guys, this is like not the time or place to talk about this, but when I was in Italy, they did like some serious decanting. Like they like took the glasses and they lined them with the wine first, and then they put them in the decanter, and then they like had this decanter that they were like shaking around. There was one wine that they decanted for an hour, like just shaking it around. It was a $125 bottle of wine. I didn't pay for it. But that was the end of my story. But yeah, guys, like all that stuff is really cool. Like knowing the fact, one thing that I will say that is like a good tidbit that we picked up at the conference for those of you who aren't there. If anybody gives you any crap about screw caps on wine, the number 2 wine in Wine Enthusiast has a screw cap. So you can shove that in their face. And I did a blind tasting in Italy. There were 2 bottles of wine. They were the same year, same everything. Only difference was one was cork, one had a screw cap. And guess what? Everybody liked the one with the screw cap better because it aged differently and it didn't taste like a cork. So, guys, now that where's my husband going? Sorry, my husband just came home and then he left again. So, he's going to the gym. Okay, got it.
Oh my God. All right, I'm going to stop recording and then we can